Hello and welcome back to the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series, where in the last episode we beat Real Madrid 3-0 cleanly, so we've now beaten them 6-0 on aggregates. And in this episode we will be taking on bottom of the table Deportivo Celisol. They've only scored 4 points so far, so if anything but a win in this game would be a major surprise. Let's take a look at their squad so I can explain more what I mean. As you can see, Deportivo have 8 teenagers in the squad, which significantly reduces their strength. Add to the fact that they do have some highly skilled players, the most notable being 17-bar defender Theo Connings, but the fact that they have been bottom of the table so far suggests they won't be really much of a challenge. Our team is pretty similar to Deportivo's, except it's a more matured version of it, as you can see by the fact that we have 5 21-year-olds in our squad. So, let's take a look at the teams and see how they line up against each other. Knights stand up in a 4-5-1 formation with Geo Dihor in goal, a back four of Nathan Thompson, Ibrahim Qamara, Aquiles Santamaria and Marcus Agenfjord. Pim and Kruis has been benched because, well, this is a team we should be beating easily, so why not give the fringe players some more game time for development. Midfield of Kvyatkovsky, Pierre of Hesslink, Alvito Roma, Glenn Carlton and Raymond Hargreaves. A front man of Endira Zubeldia, who hasn't really started that much this season. Deportivo have also lined up in a 4-5-1 formation with Adilson Azana in goal. Back four of Nacho Fernandez, Theo Connings, Aurelia Fagaka and Miroslav Litbarski. A midfield of Karina Sturias, Sancho Vizio, Phil Gregson, Antonio Murray Bikiewicz and Manolito Soriano. A front man of Eduard Zubenkov. Most of their teenagers are playing, I think all 8 are starting. Anyway, let's go to the match. Life to the Supermassive Black Hole for this 10th league game of the season. Captains for this match are Geo Dihor for Knights of Cydonia, the goalkeeper, and Adilson Azana for Deportivo Celisol, also the goalkeeper. The referee is will take a bribe, so he's not a particularly good referee. Knights are in the red and yellow strip, while Deportivo are in the green and black X strip. In the other matches in the division, there's a big game between Spud United and Real Madrid. Well, it would be, but Real Madrid actually more towards the relegation zone. The biggest game, arguably, is Republic of Mancunia against CDF Jimbo Fogo, which is important in the relegation stakes. If Jimbo Fogo win that, we might be clear to survive in the next season. Anyway, the teams are shaking hands, we're getting underway now. And Knights have an early free kick in the 3rd minute of this game. It's straight on goal by Glenn Carlton. And this time, unlike against Real Madrid, he finds the back of the net. He couldn't score against Real, but Glenn Carlton has given Knights of Cydonia the lead inside just 3 minutes. What a start! We have a powerful low shot on goal by Sergei Kvyatkovsky from a distance of this wide by a clear margin. This is going to be interesting for the rest of the season. Anyway, as things stand, CDF Jimbo Fogo have taken the lead in the big game against Republic of Mancunia. We have a driving shot on goal by Pierre of Hesslink, and that's centimetres wide. Meanwhile, Gorgie Thistle seems to be struggling against Worcester Buccaneers. The Worcester Buccaneers have taken the lead against Gorgie Thistle. That is a real surprise. Raymond Hargreaves is a shot on goal and missed the goal. Meanwhile, it's 2-1 in the Jimbo Fogo Republic of Mancunia game. And we have an injury for the Knights in the 25th minute. Marcus Agenfjord has picked up a slight knock. Our best defender, who's constantly been getting in the X11 this season. 33 minutes played. We have a driving shot on goal by Pierre of Hesslink. And he scores! Again! Pierre of Hesslink adds another goal to quite a short tally, but he's making up for it so far. All that money we splashed out on him. Pierre of Hesslink has scored for Knights of Cydonia. It's now 2-0. It's come to half time. We have a breakaway. It's Sergei Kvyatkovsky tries to lob Adilson Azana, and it's close to the crossbar. Worcester Buccaneers are now 2-0 up on Gorgie Thistle. As the first half ends, Knights have had 69% possession, don't laugh, and we've created a very solid chances. Deportivo haven't had a single shot, we've utterly dominated. Meanwhile, CT Jimbo Fogo winning 4-1 away against Republic of Mancunia. Worcester Buccaneers are the surprise with 2-0 against Gorgie Thistle. Second half's getting underway early on in the game. We're well placed shot on goal by Sergei Kvyatkovsky, and he scores! Sergei Kvyatkovsky, inside the 1st minute of the second half, has put Marcus Agenfjord's pass into the back of the net. 3-0 to the Knights. We've got another chance with a lob outside the area from Endira Zubeldia. And the forgotten man has scored! Endira Zubeldia, who's been rather overshadowed by his striking partner Celso Mota, and is rumoured to be on his way out at the end of the season, has scored. Well, this some turn up. Republic of Mancunia got one back against Jimbo Fogo, but the Jimbo Fogo seem to be cruising. Gorgie Thistle have scored against Worcester Buccaneers, and this game at the moment seems to be dying down as what Deportivo and an injury. Antonio Maria Bikiewicz has been slightly injured, and they are going to be bringing on Angel Breeze for Antonio Maria Bikiewicz. So 80 minutes played. It is 4-0 to Knights of Cydonia, and I think it's safe to say this game is in the bag. Meanwhile, Gorgie Thistle have come from 2-0 down to the 3-2 against Worcester Buccaneers. And that is the end of the game. In the chance count, we've actually dominated with Deportivo not having a single shot on goal, and the Jimbo Fogo game has ended 5-2 to them, and Gorgie ended up winning to stay top. Alvito Roma, of all people, is the surprise man of the match for us at 14 bars. And Theo Collins was the man of the match for Deportivo Celisol, but Roma is really surprised me because he's only 9 bars and yet has somehow managed to outperform all his teammates by a whole 5 bars to get a 14 bar rating, and that is looking pretty good for the X11, to be honest. Well, not much to say, to be honest. This season's kind of petering out somewhat. We're trying to avoid relegation, but I think we're a bit too far away from Spud United and Gorgie Thistle, who keep picking up points out of places and are probably best placed to get promoted this season. So unfortunately our chance to go up this season has been wasted, so instead we'll be thinking towards next season when we can have a real go, and I promise you from next season onwards we will seriously start looking to contest promotion every single season. That is the promise I can guarantee you. Team of the week time. This is by far our best showing in the entire series so far. We have Geo Dihor of Knights of Cydonia in goal. The back four of Aquiles Santamaria, Knights of Cydonia, his first X11 appearance. Theo Collins, Deportivo Celisol. Noah Beam, Real Madrid. And Marcus Agenfjord, Knights of Cydonia. Midfield of Sheldon Ballinger, CDF Jimbo Fogo. Alvito Roma, Knights of Cydonia. Ernesto Daversa, Real Madrid. And Harry Trundle, CDF Jimbo Fogo. And a front two of Freddie Sears, Spud United. And David, Real Madrid. That's our first time we've ever had 4 players in the X11, and to boot we picked up a Manager of the Round award to go with it. Thanks to the complete absence of Jack Fowler in the Team of the Week, by the way, Marcus Agenfjord is now joint top with Harry Trundle for most X11s in a single season. He retires at the end of this season, but it's something we can aim for. As well as this, Raymond Hargreaves is leading the assists with 5 assists so far. Meanwhile though, he is also 1 point behind assist leader Kieran Poynton for the points in total, alongside Glenn Carlton, who's got 7 points so far this season. Our aims for the rest of the season are to accumulate as much cash as possible from end of season bonuses so that we have a nice budget to buy a replacement for Marcus Agenfjord, who will be retiring and will leave us without an experienced defender. Hopefully we can get someone good in, like a free kick take or something, which can help fire us with the goals we need to get promotion next season. Speaking of next season, development is also important. Ant Connolly remains on 17 DV, but the extra game time given to Ibrahim Qamara and Nathan Thompson has been very good, as both are now on 15 DV. Alvito Roma, Raymond Hargreaves and Pierre Hestlink are still lagging behind somewhat on 15, 16 and 15 respectively, but the game time given to Endira Zubeldia has bumped him up to 16 DV. Mota remains on 15, but hopefully we can sort that out for the end of the season. We've still got time to get some last bits of DV into these players, but our change report may not be quite as blooming as it was in the previous few years. As added to that, we continually have poor DVs for the experienced players, and they'll probably go down, and we will probably lose the spark that Kvyatkovsky once had at 35 years of age. He's getting on a bit really now, and we might have to look into investing into a better midfielder. So after that round, we currently stand 11 points clear of relegation, and we face Republic of Mancunia next. If we lose to Republic of Mancunia, then we're still in relegation trouble, but anything else, then we will be safe for next season. So that's how that goes. We could also try and look in the fact that we are now just 5 points behind the promotion chasers, but we are sort of relying on Spud United and Gorgie Thistle to slip up to have any chance of the top 2 getting back into Division 5. So in the next episode, we'll be taking on Republic of Mancunia away from home. Don't forget, they have already beaten us at home earlier this season. I think it's time we executed some revenge on them. See you next time. Goodbye.